Hello, good evening. Welcome back to the channel, Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Cambay. First of all, I'd just like to thank the new subscribers who have come on to watch this channel, All Things Liverpool. Thank you very much for that. And if it's the first time you're going to be watching this video, please give me a like, a share, and please subscribe to the channel. So thanks very much for that, guys. Okay, so we play Lille tomorrow. Is it the 7th Champions League game it's going to be? Out of 8. We play PSV as our last game, so this is the penultimate game. Yeah, Lille at home. Arne Slot, Annie Boo's press conference. Arne Slot first. Question was asked about Thomas Frank saying that Liverpool are the best team in the world after his side had played Man City and Arsenal. I thought Arne was quite frank, pardon the pun there. I thought Arne was quite good in his reply. He said, look, it's very nice that from a fellow manager, but it's too early to sort of like judge us on that. And I thought, yeah, it is too early to judge us on that. We haven't won anything yet with this team under this new coach. So yeah, good response, but that was good. He was also obviously asked about the Champions League format, because obviously we sit on the summit of that. I liked his answer. He said, look, the format doesn't give you true reflection. Just because we're top of that table doesn't mean to say that other teams who are below them aren't a tough opposition to play against. He mentioned PSV. He said, look how unlucky they've been with the draw and the results. He's looked, so he's looked at other teams and say, look, they shouldn't be where they are in this format. But he said he would make his assertion at the end of the competition when it finishes. So I don't know whether he's hinting that he's not a fan of this new format, or he is. So we'll just have to wait and see, won't we, when he finally lets us know. But yeah, most people have liked the format because they're saying that the bigger clubs are nowhere to be seen, but they're there or thereabouts. You just have to get in the top 8 before it becomes a knockout competition. So interesting that from him. He was asked about Nunes. What would this do for his confidence? Heading into the sort of like business end of the season. Again, quite honest with his answer. He said, look, he's done all right. We see him differently from the inside that most people do from the outside. We know what he's about. He said he's having to compete, and obviously with Jota being out injured, he's going to get his chance now to shine. Interesting analogy that he made. He was saying, look, there's only a few players in the world that can play high quality football week in and week out, 2 games a week, no problems at all. And he said that he'd like Nunes to try and achieve that, or get to the next level before the top level. So yeah, it was a good analogy of him saying that about that. So went on to speak about Lille. He said very good team, very open, attacking. They play from the back. He said most teams have changed their style of play against us in recent weeks. from not playing from the back and going longer with the ball. And he said that obviously he's had to adjust to that. And yeah, I think Brentford did a bit of that as well in their game against us, but we seem to have nullified that threat with obviously Ibu coming back, the colossal that he is. So yeah, he says it's going to be an open game for the Reds, which I'm looking forward to. Just on that point, he said he sets up every game to win the game. So I think he'll go strong with that comment. And also, obviously, if they win the game, they're certain to finish at the summit of the table, where the PSV game becomes a dead rubber, really. But the interesting thing is, if they win that game, that's an extra £2 million in the coffers of FSG. I mean Liverpool, tongue in cheek. Yeah. So yeah, £2 million for a win in this format. So we've racked up some money, haven't we, on the quiet, and I'm sure FSG will be happy with that format if that's what it takes to get the coffers in. So yeah, the PSV game, like I say, becomes a dead rubber then, and we will just probably rest the players for that. But like I say, I think he's going to go strong. Before I mention the team, I just want to say Ibu was on. He said some really nice things, good things. He said, look, the team's in a good place. We're all happy for Núñez scoring those goals. It meant so much for the team. You know how tight we are here. He was asked about, is this the best he's played since he's been here? And he said, yeah. He said he wants to be Virgil van Dijk one day. By that, I mean as good as Virgil. He said he's not told him, but I'm sure Virgil will know now what he wants to do. He said, what would Virgil say? He'd probably say good or laugh at him, find it funny. The other thing is, Ibu says he's playing through the pain barrier for this team. When Joey got injured, he said, all right, I'll need to step up. What a colossal of a fella he is in doing that. So he has an injection before he plays, but he says the pain's getting less and less. The injections won't affect his body now, but they might do when he retires, if he's getting them put into his knee. I know all about that. The older you get, the painful your joints become, and it's what stuff that you've had done and put in there when you played football. So yeah, he was in a good mood. He said, take each game as it comes, and said, do you know much about Lille? He said, yeah. He said, I know the keeper who's involved. He in the last French get-together. So yeah, but he said they're a good team. We have to be on it from the first whistle, and we need to get this game over the line. So yeah, really, really good from Ibu there. Right, as I said, I think we're going to go strong. Team: Ali, Trent, Ibu, Verge. I think Robbo comes back in at left back. I think a change might come in midfield. I don't know whether he'll rest Maka and have Gravenberg, Slobosly and Jones. And up front, I think he'll rest Gakpo and put Diaz on the left, although Diaz had a very poor game by his standards on Saturday. I think he'll go Diaz on the left, Núñez down the middle, and Mo on the right. But the subs will be good. If Maka doesn't start, he's on the bench. Harvey Elliott will get more minutes, no doubt. I'm hoping Chiesa gets more minutes because he did make an impact when he came on. Okay, he was on just under 10 minutes, but you know, he contributed in the game, and obviously with his contribution came the goals. So yeah, injury front, Jota is going to be weeks away rather than months. So he said it's a muscle issue that he's got, and Joey's going to be the same. It's going to be weeks now rather than months. So hopefully they're the other two. Okay, because we have so many subs on the bench for these Champions League formats, you're going to see some academy players probably on the bench as well, but I don't think they'll get on, if I'm honest with you. I think Arne will play his strongest team and finish it with the experience that he has off the bench as well. Okay, if you like this video, as I said, please give me a like, please give me a share, okay, and thank you for the new subscribers. And if it's the first time you're watching this and you like the content, please subscribe to the channel and let's get it built up. Okay, I'll do another one, the post-match after the game finishes tomorrow, and you'll get my thoughts on that. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. Up the Reds.